welcome to today's week 3 postpartum video. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be kind of expanding and contracting the core. So I also want you guys to have a rubber band, like a band or a strap or something that will be able to kind of pull with some resistance. You're going to have a pillow that you're going to be sitting underneath. So go ahead and come to a comfortable seated position. If this is too much for your stitches, what you can do is just bring your legs in a little bit closer and sit a little bit more comfortable with it in, depending on how you're feeling. Just coming to a comfortable seated position, sitting up nice and tall, relax your shoulders, and we're going to start with exhaling, bringing the core in. Inhale, expanding the belly, pushing it out. Exhale, bringing it in. So this is where you're going to basically, a little baby sitting beside me, so this is where, bless you, you're going to be doing seated diaphragmatic breathing where you're expanding, then you're pulling in and lifting up. And you're going to continue this for about 20 to 30 breaths or even longer. And this you can do either seated, like how we're doing here, or similar to how we have done in the previous weeks, where you're doing it lying down. So this is where for the first week you want to kind of stay in bed as much as possible. Second week, a little bit more movement. And then third week you can come onto the mat and do it in a seated position instead of lying down as you start kind of introducing more movement into your body. The next one that we're going to basically be doing is you're going to take your band and we're going to be doing some expansions. So you're going to be holding on with some resistance, you're going to be pulling and opening. And this is one where you can hold it out further because especially for those that are breastfeeding, pulling and opening and just kind of bringing it up towards your chest and stretching back. Kind of opening up the chest, opening up the shoulders. And this is a great one to be doing from the front. And then also, you can bring it around the back and just either bring it as tight as you would like to, or just kind of holding it, giving some resistance, pulling your shoulder blades together, lifting and pushing your chest out. Just taking a few deep breaths here. You can tuck your chin into your chest so that you're lengthening the back of your neck as well too. And just holding here for about 3 to 5 deep breaths. Releasing here. Then we're going to be coming onto the ground, so onto the side. If you have a block, go ahead and take your block. We're going to be placing that in between your thighs. If you have a block or a ball that is able to be squeezed a little bit more. We're basically going to be doing side lying clamshells. So from here, you're going to have the block in between your thighs, just like near your knee area. You're going to be pressing down as much as possible, lifting up, up. And this just kind of helps with the pelvic region, kind of just opening up the hips, just starting to bring some more movement back into the pelvis. Then you're going to release, open that up, bring the block in front of you, about chest level apart here. Again, if this was a ball, you'd be using that to do a little bit of push and resistance. So now we're going to be opening, pushing down here, and opening. Pushing down and opening. Pushing down and opening. And this is where you'll be feeling, you'll want to basically be stacking your shoulders, your hips, and your heels all in one line. And you'll be feeling some
workout, you'll feel like the muscles in the side of your body here, in your glutes, that's where it's going to be feeling the strength and you're going to be feeling the tightness as those muscles are working. And then you're also going to be using your hand and pushing down. So you're going to be doing a little resistance there as well too. So this is where if you have a ball, it doesn't have to be a specific ball, just any ball will be fine. Otherwise a block is great as well there too for that support. So this again, you can do about 15 to 20 times and then continuing to do that on each side.
So then now the next one is you're going to basically be doing some core and some hip thrusts. So again, if you have a ball, otherwise a block is perfect for that. We're going to roll your shoulders down and back your spine. Inhale, lift up, squeeze those butt cheeks, thrust forward. Inhale, up, squeeze. Keeping your core engaged at this time as you lift up, using your core, squeezing. So when you lift up, pulling your belly button towards your spine, keeping that core engaged. And what you can do is you can start with 5 here, if you'd like, depending on how you're feeling, how your strength is, and maybe work your way up to about 20 or 30. So just kind of listening to your body again, feeling what it feels like, how you're doing, continuing to engage that core each time. And then the next one is, again, back to the strap. So similar to how we had done sitting down, this time we're going to make sure the strap is about shoulder width apart. We're going to hold it in front of our hands, just pulling out. So we'll come at an angle here, pulling out, out. And this depends on the resistance of your band as well too. So here, the reason why we're doing it on our knees is to make sure our core is engaged. You want your pelvis tilted in slightly, so you don't want your butt sticking out. You want to make sure your pelvis is tilted in, pulling your belly in, bringing your arms out, exhale out. And again, this can be done 10 times. You can bring it up to 30 times. Whatever you'd like to do, again, listening to your body. And then coming down from there, again, one of the common things that we've been basically doing in each of the videos is cat and cow. So just inhaling, dropping the belly, exhaling, rounding your spine. So even though you're coming into week 3, you can continue to do each of the other weeks prior to this, in addition to the current week that you're at, just to help your body continue to stay nice and supple, and as you continue to strengthen it, to support the changes that are happening. Then bringing your hands slightly forward, we're going to just do a little motion with our hips, going in a circular direction, just starting in one direction, and then changing directions, and then coming back to center. We're going to just come back onto our knees. One more stretch. We're going to bring forward the right knee first, just stretching. Again, listening to your body. So if you have stitches, just kind of holding off and feeling where you're at in this stage. So if you do have stitches and they're feeling a little tight, then pull back. Don't go as far forward. This is basically just nice hip opener, stretches out the hip flexors. Just holding here, a couple deep breaths here. Push back again. Inhale forward, couple deep breaths. Exhale. As you're exhaling and pulling back, keeping the core engaged. Inhale forward. Exhale, pull back. Inhale forward. Exhale, pull back. And again, each side you can do 5 to 10 times, changing sides, bringing the left foot forward. Again, hands resting on the knee, on the thigh, coming forward. Exhale, engaging the core, bringing it in. Inhale, forward. Exhale, engaging the core, bringing it in. Exhale, bring it up. And going ahead, coming in here, you can just kind of end in child's pose if you'd like, or wherever you're most comfortable at. So child's pose is great for you. You can end in child's pose. Otherwise, just kind of coming into Shavasana a little bit, just kind of doing what's comfortable for you and making sure that each time you are listening to your body and taking time for yourself to support yourself and to strengthen yourself throughout this postpartum phase. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to the channel. We will be coming out with week 4 soon.